Let's talk about plateaus when you're on GLP-1 and what to do. I'm Tiffany. I'm a physician assistant, but I'm also a GLP-1 advocate. So I spend my time helping people get access to these medications that cannot get them through their insurance company. So if that's something you're struggling with, there's some links over here in my profile that can hopefully help you. So the first thing you need to know is that plateaus are going to happen, so that you do not get discouraged when you come to your first plateau when you're on a weight loss journey. Almost always when we start a GLP-1, the weight loss starts in and people are really, really excited because for a lot of people, it's the first time they've ever been able to successfully lose weight. But then they're weighing every day or weighing several times a week, and all of a sudden their weight loss just stops. And they wonder what they've done wrong because most people haven't changed anything. And we call that a plateau. And we all, I think, have heard the advice that it's not all about the number on the scale. But why does this happen? And the reason that it happens is that our bodies are built for survival. Okay, this goes all the way back to caveman days. Okay, so your body, at first when you started GLP-1, your body's like, whoa, what is this? And these hormones are shifting around and it starts losing weight because GLP-1 is a tool. And so, but eventually your body's like, whoa, time out. Okay, am I starving? I feel like I'm letting go of a lot of calories here, and your body all of a sudden pumps the brakes on that because it feels like maybe it is starving. Your body is built to survive, okay? It does not want to starve. So if your body senses that it is letting go of huge stores of fat, it will trigger something in your system to say like, okay, time out, I am in starvation mode. So this is usually when you're going to hit your first plateau. So there are some things that you can do when this happens to help kind of push through this. The first thing that I tell people is that just know that plateaus are normal. They're going to happen. Number two, look at your dose. Because on GLP-1 dosing, sometimes we do need to move up, but I usually gauge that more on your food noise and your hunger signals, not necessarily on busting through a plateau, because it doesn't matter what your dose is, plateaus are still going to happen. Number three, make sure you're hitting your protein goals, because that is the number one way to assure your body that it's not starving to death. So if you're eating enough protein, you can kind of signal to your own body, hey, everything's all good. You can continue on as normal business and continue to lose that fat. So for women, you need to eat at least 80 grams of protein a day. For men, about 100 grams. And then the other thing that you can do is really start in on some resistance training. Now, I know that for some people, exercise is an absolute dirty word. And so I don't want to use that word because I don't want to scare you off. But when you do some sort of resistance training, meaning that you're using your muscles, that is also a signal to your body that everything is all good, that you don't have to just shut down and shut off your metabolism. So this is another signal to your body that everything is healthy and okay. So some form of resistance training, even if it's just a start, is a signal to your body to keep on trucking. I usually encourage people to also measure themselves, especially before they get started on a GLP-1, and focus on some non-scale victories, because sometimes even during a plateau, you may not be losing weight on the scale, but oftentimes you're losing inches. So just make sure that you're not just focusing on number on the scale alone. So just know plateaus are normal. They're gonna happen. Please don't get discouraged when they do, because it is a normal function of your body. If you are struggling, you're losing access to your GLP-1, please reach out to me. There are some links in my bio that I hope can help you continue to have access to your medications that you need.